appreciate y'all sharing. Half the time you gotta share now as soon as you start. As soon as you go in the room, I go to somebody else's house, I share on entry. If I know them to be somebody that say truthful things, because I know I get in, they take away the share button. So I share as soon as I go. I share, then I go in. Because most of the friends I know, they usually say things that I don't always agree with, but I know they mean well. All right, share out to a couple of pages. Today, I'm starting late. Why am I starting late? I'm starting late because I'm obstinate. I'm starting late because I don't follow the rules. I don't care nothing about y'all hegemony, colonizers. You can change the word hegemony. It's the word of the day. I don't care if you change the word colonizer and slavery, enslaving nations to hegemony. I looked that up the other day. So what the hell does that mean? They keep saying hegemony everywhere. I don't know nothing about your politics. I don't follow because I don't really care. I backed away when I realized all your elite were lying. All your politicians were lying. The only reason y'all see my ugly mug now is because I see people waking up. Otherwise, I go back under my rock. I don't know your words. I don't know the players. But I know if we don't change this, things gonna get real ugly. That's the only reason I'm even back and it looks like I'm talking political stuff. I went under my rock. When I saw that everybody was lying on every side, my intellect is not for playing. I went out, I started growing. I became a gardener. Woo, we're gonna have a little fun today. I wanna talk about some things. Good morning, happy Friday, people! Brother Will had me laughing. People come up with this stuff. People are so creative. You gotta love people. What they call it? Non-playable characters. That's what I want to talk about today. You definitely don't want to be a non-playable character. Hate the game, not the players, but become a playable character. These are these people in the games. I'll show you a video in a minute. People that in the games, they're not really people. You can shoot them if you want. Doesn't change nothing because they're not really part of the game. It's like some of the voters, not really part of the politics. They don't read the news. They don't watch anything important, or they read the lying news or one side of the news. They got their full-on bigotry. Don't care about the other side. Don't care about anything outside of their country. Non-playable characters, and now Twitter's attacking them. Twitter's going after the they're going after the people, going after the non-playable human beings. Play, people, play. You gotta play. Become players. Get shot, get you out. You know, scream or something. Be a playable character. That's all I'm gonna say. My kids play this game. Am I ready to go? I think I'm ready to go. My kids play this game called Minecraft. Right now, sometimes I'll pay attention. I'm walking through the room and I look, what y'all doing? Y'all, Daddy, we mining something. We getting some minerals and stuff. Why are you doing that? Because if you got the minerals, you can do this and do that. And I'm just sitting here thinking, it's interesting. I remember a kid, we used to play these strategy games. Yeah, you had to collect the oil, collect the gold, so you can build houses and castles and do things like that. But they actually they had no purpose. They had no purpose in the real world. A couple of different analogies sitting on top of each other. So I'm gonna try to make this clear. I tried to. In the game of life, be a playable character. Don't be what they make you. Don't be what they encode you to be. Don't be the cipher. I want to talk about eating the rich. See the yacht behind me? What led my mind down this route? I was looking at the Khashoggi thing. Why? Because you can't see anything damn else. It's in the news everywhere. Everywhere you look, Khashoggi, 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 Khashoggi. Turns out it's the next Russia episode. I didn't know that. It's the next Russia episode. So apparently, Jamal Khashoggi's daddy or uncle was one of the biggest arms dealer in the world. Like, you always know something's going on. I'm convinced you I know what's going on, because I'm not going to tell you I know. They keep me stupid. To a degree, I'm a non-playable character to a degree. But I'm trying to be a player, trying hard as I can. Want to become a player. But apparently his uncle was one of the biggest arms dealers in the world. And the uncle, or the uncle's grandmother's wife, cousin, somebody sleeping with somebody, had a big old yacht. And I guess Trump bought the yacht. And so there's connections there. What does that mean? To me, not a damn thing, but it means something to somebody else. So apparently, I guess all the Republicans in Congress and the Democrats in Congress that don't like Trump are going after Khashoggi, or no, they're highlighting and they're keeping it in the news with the Washington Post to make sure everybody focuses on it, because Trump is linked to the yacht sale and the Khashoggi family and Saudi Arabia's MBS, what's his name? Mashabalala Sadalom, something like that. The guy, the prince, who's not even a king yet. He can murder people, saw him up, cut him up, make people disappear all over Yemen. Nobody gives a damn. All of a sudden, Congress gives a damn. We might start sanctions against Saudi Arabia. Why? Somehow this is the new Russia, I guess. Somehow this is the new thing we're supposed to focus on. So I'm not focused on it. I don't give a damn about it. They murder and kill and dismember babies all day with drones and bombs. Obama did it, Trump does it. To me, it just means that we don't run our country. It means that we buy a bunch of countries, the hegemony that runs the earth, and whoever those people are in power are creating many more non-playable characters. Don't be a non-playable character. Look at this stuff and say, you know what? I get it. Saudi is bad. No, taking Madam bin Laden, taking him out ain't gonna change anything. Why? Because the Democrats and the Republicans that hate Trump bombing and destroying the planet, they want to bomb and destroy the planet too. That's why they're mad. You like the yacht behind me? Do you want it? Do you want the yacht behind me? Talk about eating the rich. A lot of people just want to be the rich. I have to be perfectly honest with you. It would be neat to sit on that yacht. It'd be neat to go out in the waters, get a little vegetarian steak and some vegetarian steak sauce. That might be delicious. Sit out there, got the girls out there in the bikinis and we partying, the music going. That might be nice. But I have a problem. I have this thing called a conscience. Gets in the way of everything. Gets in the way of me being a sellout. Gets in the way of me being a consumer. My problem is eventually on that day, on that yacht, going out there with all the girls dancing and stuff, and I'm sitting in there. I'm still a guy. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to grow up, but I'm still a guy. At some point in time, my mind is going to shift, and I'm going to think about the kids in the world that don't even have food. Kids in the world that are being starved by Saudi Arabia, UK, France, Germany, and all the rest of these governments who are trying to convince you that they have a heart, and when we have empirically proven evidence that they don't give a damn. Eventually, I'm gonna think about those kids on that yacht, on that nice sunny day, assuming the chemtrails ain't all up in the sky. I'm gonna think about the pornography in the Philippines. I didn't know this. I was on a Chris Hedges lecture, made my own symposium. I had a whole bunch of plants to bring. I had thousands of plants. I had to bring them in the house. It's freezing here, so we got to get all the plants and bring them all in. And I was listening to lectures, and Chris started talking about some of the smartest people who's ever met in his life are in the prison system. Brought a tear to my eye. That's why I always talk about mass incarceration and forced labor. Then he started talking about pornography. I was like, huh, that's interesting. I got no problem with pornography. I have no problem with that. It'll get a little crazy sometimes. I have no problem with that. I'm a guy. But the real issue is that when you support the pornography industry, apparently in the Philippines, the studies that he was doing, the interviews and the things that they were pulling out, I guess he might have wrote a book on it, that the young Filipino women who were taken into pornography to eat food had PTSD after a very short time working. Crazy. What kind of world do we live in where you've got little girls for food and for a living, they have to become hookers and sell themselves, and they end up with the PTSD that soldiers have in war zones. See, that's my problem. I wouldn't enjoy the time on the yacht. I don't want the yacht. I don't want the yacht. I absolutely don't want to have anything to do with the yacht. Don't want to have anything to do with the people who have the yachts. All right, I see some people spamming the thread. People, this is. Let me explain something here. We do real talk here. We do real talk. I don't like to block people, but I will. Don't spam my thread. Right. This is where we have adult conversations. You want to go be a non-playable character somewhere else, go ahead. You got a message you want to send me the message, but don't dump on my thread. I'll have to block you. We talk about real human rights things here. So if you want what they have, you will never fight them effectively. If you want to be them, there's no fight. There's no fight. If you want to support the wealth that goes around the world, that creates a world that sends a 12-year-old girl into prostitution to get some damn biscuits, because you want to buy cheap stuff, you want to take selfies on a yacht, I have no interest in being in a foxhole with you, because you're not fighting anything. If you, let me change my picture. If you believe in the consumer world, people always want to ask, well, what do you do? What do you do? Don't ask me. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell nobody nothing. It's my job to sit here and laugh at the stupidity of all of this. This is what I want to show you. Look at this. If you believe in their world, if you believe in their consumerism, if you buy from them, if you work for them, if you want to be them, if you want their cars, if you want their houses, you want their lifestyle, you want their husbands, you want their wife, you want their shopping world, you're a non-playable character. You are in 100% in support of the whole damn thing. There's nothing you can do to stop anything important because you believe in their world and you want to be them. Be a playable character. Mine for truthful things. Mine for secrets. Cheer the billionaires fighting. The only thing I think we can do is cheer when the billionaires fight. I'm not going to convince you I know what to do. I'll talk about voting. I'll tell you the things that I'm thinking about. I'll tell you the things that I'm thinking about doing, but I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. So don't ever confuse me with somebody who thinks he knows what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I know the world is sick, and I know the world can't stay sick. So I came off the bench because I see a lot of people waking up. They're injecting humor. They're making fun of the billionaires. They're making fun of the billionaire fighting. As long as they're fighting, good things are happening. But if you're picking a side, you're not a playable character. I'm disturbed by some of the things I see. Blue waves and red waves. Join a team of billionaires so we can't change anything. Capitalism, communism, socialism. Which one is the best? And let's fight for one of these billionaire models in a crony world and they own all of it. Don't be a consumer. You gotta be smarter than that. I'm not saying don't buy cars and don't buy jewelry. What are you saying don't buy? What am I not supposed to buy? You need to think about that. You need to do your research and determine what are the slave-made products. Who are the slaving companies? I do my thing where if you say something to me and I give a damn, I'm gonna go research it. You don't have to give me the link. Where Wanda Link? She here? Where you at, girl? I ain't seen you in a minute. I don't need Wanda Links to post a link. Damn it, Wanda Link. She like a superhero. I don't need her link. If you tell me something about Filipino prostitution and how going out to porn websites or buying porn supports sending little children into some of the most dangerous environments where men beat the hell out of and rape them. You might call that consensual. I don't call that consensual. I don't. And I believe in prostitution, don't get me wrong. I think if you want to do that, that's your thing. It's not I have no place to tell anybody anything. But when you build a world that requires a girl to eat to do that, that's not consensual. That's governmental. That's sick, psychopathic. I don't think Louis Vuitton bag is worth that. I don't think Nike shoes are worth that. I don't think a ride on a yacht is worth that. I'm not going to tell you what you shouldn't buy. I just know that if you care, you'll go do the research yourself to figure it out. That's what I know. So you have to stop playing. If you care, like you don't care. If you care, play this game like you care. Encourage the billionaires to fight. Anytime you see all this Khashoggi stuff that's happening, I don't know what's happening. Nobody does. Everybody convince you that nobody knows because they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you what's going on because we're stupid. We're lost. We're lost. You know what? Hold on. I'll change my background. I got to get a little funky. It's Friday. I like Funky Friday. Look at this. We don't know what's going on. People, you are right. Where we at? Just, I like somebody say, who took that picture? We right now. Hang on. We like over here somewhere. We way, is my head in? That's why I don't like having a big head. We way out here, y'all. Way out here. We want a little dot. We have no idea about our universe, our galaxy, our solar system, our world, our planet, the next nation over, or the next neighborhood. We know nothing. So of course you don't know what's happening with Khashoggi. Don't pretend like you do. All we know is there's some shakeup in the billionaires. There's a shakeup in the people who run all of this crazy, evil things that we allow to exist on this world. Pull away from it. The Carl is there. Make your own honey. Get some bees. Grow some of your own food. The welfare system. That's why I don't get on board with any of these programs, because all the programs are a lie. If welfare actually gave a damn about people, they wouldn't try to be sustainable in themselves. They would try to make people sustainable. They would empower people. They would give them some seeds, they give them some chickens, and they give them land. Why? Because people with chickens can eat. People with chickens don't need to murder and rob you. People with seeds, they can grow food and have wellness where they don't need healthcare system. They don't need to buy the drugs. These things are not smart, right? These things are not like unknown. We've known since the beginning of time that when people have chickens, they can feed themselves. They don't need infrastructure and governments, right? It is that simple. So this isn't anything new. So when you build a welfare system that makes people dependent upon you, you're trying to make your department sustainable by making the people unsustainable, by making the people dependents and teaching their children in a chattel dependency way that they need to be dependent to. Handouts is not the way. If you want to be a player, be a playable character. Let me show you. I gotta show you. Let me see if I can show you this. This is fun. I was watching it. I'm sorry, I started off on a real serious note. But Brother Will sent me this, and I looked at it. You know, sometimes you people tell you something, they show you something, you just start laughing. You don't really know what it's about, like you see it. You know, they're a good friend of yours. They're smart, real intelligent. Will's a smart dude. You look at it like, he sent me this meme for NPC, non-playable characters. I didn't know what it was. I just started laughing. I was like, well, that's funny. What the hell he talking about? I had no idea. I'm an adult. I'm 40-some years old. I didn't even pay attention to what these kids are making. But it's hilarious when you look at it. Let me show you this. So apparently, I don't know if this is on Twitter. If this is on Twitter, they'll probably take it down because Twitter don't like this apparently. Twitter don't want to have nothing to do with non-playable characters. I got to keep saying it. NPC, NPC, NPC. But the kids, they come up with these things. Young people, I'm sorry, I call them kids. But young people come up with these things. I think they're creative. Let's go back. Let's do this real quick.
What Twitter thinks is right or wrong is no easy task. Take the controversial American preacher Louis Farrakhan. He wrote this.
I'm not an anti-Semite, I'm anti-termite.
He wasn't clear enough. He even added a video.
You know what they do? Call me an anti-Semite. Stop it. I'm anti-termite. I'm not mad at you. Because you're so stupid.
And it's not the first time he's fed his feet with such comments. But there is no policy violation for Twitter, which says a crackdown on dehumanizing language has not yet come into effect. The company has been quick to pounce on others, though, reportedly doing everything it can to stop the popular new meme.
Pause for a second. Let me clarify, because people, they get triggered. Like, oh, he's saying something about the Jews. No, he's not. I don't think he is. We're all termites. Every last one of us. Every last single one of us. Nobody has land. Nobody's indigenous to any damn thing. If you go back in your history, as much as you think that it's your land, somebody murdered somebody else and stole the land. And before they murdered that person, somebody killed off an ecosystem and killed off animals to steal the land. That's just fact. It's historical fact. We're all termites. Every last one of us in some wood, burrowing, eating wood in a place that we weren't before. He's just telling the truth. Do the Zionists belong there? No, but they're there. And we need to figure out how to make it sustainable. Do the Palestinians belong there? No, but they're there. So we need to figure out how to make it sustainable. Do the Americans belong there? No, but they're there. We need to figure out how to make it sustainable. Do you see where I'm going with this? But you let things trigger you. Oh, I'm upset, I'm angry. He said termites. So we need to jump off on this, and I need to become a non-playable character. Fall into the character the billionaires gave you at birth in your bigotry and your religion and your race and your political party, and be outraged. Like a non-playable character supposed to. All right, let's keep going. This is because it's funny. I don't want to get serious, but the outrage. That's why I love Keep Calm. Whoever came up with that, you're a freaking genius. Freaking genius. Keep calm. Calm. Stay calm. Write this for a second. Remember, keep calm. And remember, you're right there. Right there. You're on the outside of the solar system. You're not even in the middle where all the stars are, where all the funky stuff happens. With the guys with the two penises and the women. All right, let me start. Got to, with all the wild animals and creatures and species are being colonized by whatever's colonized and everything. I gotta take it to special alien land. Keep calm. We don't know anything. We aren't anybody. We don't even know who we are, what we are, why we're here, or where we go afterwards. Keep calm. Don't get outraged. Don't fall into your character-coded role. Find out who you are. Let me go back to, let me finish this, because I need to finish it, because it explains what a non-playable character is better than me.
Meme showing liberals as NPCs. Well, that gaming term refers to non-playable characters, as in background characters.
They are. I'm jumping again. If you're a liberal, you're a non-playable character. If you're a conservative, you're a non-playable character. If you're on the left, you're a non-playable character. If you're on the right, you're a non-playable character. If you're black, you're a non-playable character. If you're white, you're a non-playable character. If you're Christian, you're a non-playable character. You see how long I can do this all day? I can go all day long. All day long. Because you bought into the bigotry that the billionaires gave you from birth because they designed your world. And so you look the other way for prostitutes in the Philippines. Because you're not Filipino. You're not in the Philippines. You believe the fallacy of a lie that they gave you. You want to stay in the matrix and keep eating the steak. You want that yacht. You want that TV. You need the new phone. Let me keep going.
Programmed with limited reactions.
I'm being attacked! Hey, come on now. There's no need to get violent.
Violent?
They're represented by a gray-faced, generic character with a bland expression.
The character is meant to represent people who do not think for themselves or are unable of having an internal monologue, bearing many similarities to the terms basic and normie.
You can see why the anti-liberal brigade loves them.
Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States.
Kevin, no! This is what the non-playable characters are. People have no use whatsoever. They fall in with all the narratives. They embrace their bigotry like it's true. They get outraged when they're told to be outraged. And so apparently this is an issue now. Like, do you see where the censorship is going?
Twitter, though, is not so keen, slapping bans all over the place. Him, her, them. The scope of the banning is unclear, but such is the meme's popularity. Twitter is struggling to keep up.
This is a good thing. This is a good thing. Keep them guessing. Keep them guessing. They'll ban all the NPCs because they have all the technology. They have the police state. They have all of the ability to censor everybody. The majority of people still want the yacht. So, of course, they got that on lock. They can ban anybody they want to. But keep it going. Keep it going. Bring the humor. Bring the sarcasm. Don't let people, say it the right way, don't let non-playable characters be taken seriously. And don't you take them seriously. That's how they build a world where children can be starved to death and it's okay. Prime ministers in Congress don't give a damn about the poor people in the genocide via famine in Yemen, but they give a damn about Jamal Khashoggi. They all of a sudden went to Rent-A-Center and got a heart. No, they didn't. They're up to something. Anything that you do to not support them is a great thing. Blue wave. I tell you, we can put your blue wave. I tell you, we put your red wave too. I give a damn about the world. I give a damn about the future. I'm a parent. Like Chris Hedges says, I don't have a choice. And everybody says, you always have a choice. I don't have a choice. I don't. I have a conscience. I have kids. They need a better world than this. So I don't really have a choice. There's a lot of interesting thing in the news. We can talk. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time talking about non-playable characters. I'm just saying, I think, I'm going to be fair too. We are all play-ish. I think that's the best we can be. We're all play-ish. We're born non-playable characters, and our parents break us with the school systems, the indoctrination centers, concentration camps, get us to embrace our character so we aren't playable and we're completely useless when it comes to all the things that happen in the game. And then over life, we can decide if we want to be play-ish. We can decide if we want to go find some truth. We can decide if we want to go mine for what they're lying about. If we want to build up our numbers in the game. Bing, 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 bing. Build up more ability to expand your intellect and realize who's playing the whole world. Otherwise, we just get played. Who said it? Dustin. Otherwise, we just get played. I don't even, you know what, Dustin? I don't even think maybe we wouldn't get played. If you're a non-playable character, I don't think you're even getting played. I mean, the whole world gets played, but we're just like dummies. Like the guy's standing there. Hey, don't be so aggressive. And you just tap him and he falls over. You just put a little news out there and it's the Khashoggi episode of Earth. You just push him a little bit and it's the Kavanaugh episode of Earth. There's a little bit. It's the Russia episode of Earth. This is what we want Earth to watch. This is what we want Earth to focus on. So we can keep driving our yachts. So we can keep this wealth. So we can keep everybody spending, buying everything. It's Friday. Everybody going shopping. Who going shopping? We going shopping? Everybody going shopping? Go get the sale. Buy the slave labor. Ignore the slave and the society that builds him up. Ignore the hegemony. A lot of good things are happening right now. I'm not convinced I know what's happening. I know Venezuela's backing away from the dollar. I know that. I kind of want to look at that, focus on that for a second. But Venezuela's backing away. Putin has some real strong words. America has to be dumb as the day is long. Putin didn't say that. I said that. But the fact of the matter is, we are building a world where America's being walked away from. This is a bad thing. It's because Trump's a monster. That's why we need the blue wave. No. Actually, it's because rape is bad. Funneling weapons to warlords isn't a good thing. Genocide by famine probably isn't a project we should be involved in. The earth isn't designed to be run by America. The earth isn't designed to be run by Russia. It's not designed to be run by China, nor is your neighbor designed to be run by you. Nations need to self-determine if they want to be a nation. People in their own homes need to self-determine if they want to be that. If they want to join a group, then let them join the group. But the planet's not designed to have one world reserve currency and one group make all the decisions, because no matter who you are, no matter who that group is, the ones at the top that are going to run it all will always be psychopathic. They'll always be scared. There's something about power and money that makes people scared. I can't put my finger on it. Spent my whole life around these people. Grew up with them. Worked with them. Sat in boardrooms with them. I don't know what makes them so scared. There's something about when you get a lot of power and wealth, you're afraid that people are going to take it from you. You're afraid of the people underneath you. You're afraid of your kids not getting it. You're afraid of the others who have it, having more than you do. You move out of your community. You move to one that has a gate. You move to one that has a bigger wall. You get a bigger house. You get more insurance. You hire security guards. You get was it ADT? No, it's not a venereal disease. Actually, wait a minute, that's a psychological disease. Psychological disease that somebody wants to take what you have. And then you're okay. Slowly, you become okay with bad things. It starts to change you. Bad things just happen in the world. They start to make you even a more non-playable character. Sometimes you got to do a genocide. Sometimes they got to start the war. That's just how the world works. I got friends. You ever had somebody tell you human beings are just violent? That's what they do. They've been fighting in the Middle East a long time. What are they really saying? I'm trying to build a life and sell out, and I'm okay with us killing them. I'm okay with it as long as I'm doing pretty well. I'm okay with mass incarceration. I'm okay with no lives mattering. So I mean, some lives matter more. I just want everybody to focus on me. I just want to take my bigotry and build up as many non-playable characters around me as I can on this billionaire's matrix. And the chat section's being shared, by the way. I'm working on my technology. We got YouTube on the top. Now y'all can see each other. And we got Facebook on the bottom. I don't have as many people on YouTube watching, so they get a little more priority. So if you shift over to YouTube, you might actually get a little more priority in the comment area. All right, we want to keep going. I do want to look at Venezuela. Farrakhan, what he said is true. I'm not a Farrakhan follower, but what he said is true. I don't care who says it. Like I said, it's true. I'm posting it. My wall is not for the coding of the playable character non-playable character you've been given. My wall is just for truthful things, whether it's David Duke, Jamal Khashoggi, a Democrat, Republican, Merkel, Putin. I don't care who you hate. That's your problem. That's your own bigotry. That's your issue. If it's true, it's true. Because I'm trying to become playish. I'm trying to become player-ish. I want to be a player in the game. And the only way I can do that is if I'm mining for things that are true. Brother Jay said, nature is violent. Our biology has to catch up to our psychology. Absolutely, nature is violent. Yes, it is. I agree, Brother Jay. I agree. Nature is violent. And we talked about this a little while ago. Why? Because everything is a consumption of energy, right? One day the single cellular organisms decided we need to consume more energy. The only way we can outbeat the other single cellular organisms is if we become multicellular organisms. So they band together, became multicellular organisms, created complex structures, and they could eat the single cells. They could eat some of the multicells too. Human beings, we gotta eat food. We gotta kill things to get energy. And so we did that. But we also have to evolve. Right? We have to evolve. So what some call violence, I call ancient ways of collecting energy. We now know that energy is free. We now know that all energy comes from the sun, and everything on this planet's made up of asteroid dust and solar radiation just reformed into different structures called matter. So we know that we don't actually have to kill for energy anymore. And this is what Brother Jay's talking about. We've evolved to a point where we could feed every animal in the jungle if we chose to. We could feed every predator, and it wouldn't be another multicellular mammal. We can fuel every house. We can put water in every house. We can put energy in every single house. It is a crime that anybody have their power shut off with their water. That's just evil. It's not business. It's not economy. It's evil because we know energy is free. We know we don't have to be violent. It's an act of violence to go to Michigan and shut their water off because they didn't pay their bill. That's violence because we know energy is free. But people like yachts. So they work for the water companies. They start water companies. They do purification. See, I'm not a believer in the violent economy. I'm not. I'm a believer in once we know better and we can do better, we have better technology, then we got to do better. That's what I believe in. That's not socialism. It's not communism. It's not capitalism. It's anti-cronyism. They withhold things from us because it's not only planned obsolescence, artificial technology scarcity. And we just have to be smarter than that. But we have to band together because you're not taking on the billionaires as a black community. You're not taking on the billionaires as a white community. You're not taking on the billionaires as a German community. In fact, you know what? Y'all like to blame the white man. Well, I call him white. W-H-O-T. I see a lot of this. Like to blame the white man. Another scam. It's just another scam to divide people up because you need the white man. Because the majority of the white man, the people that y'all attack on the media all the damn time, the non-playable characters attack, are poor like you. The vast majority don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. And those who do are losing them just like you are. But it makes you feel good to fight somebody that's poor. It's easy to fight somebody else that's poor because you can keep your consumerism. See, the problem is when you start to actually focus on the real problems, it means that you actually have to start doing the things that are real. It means you don't go to the shopping mall on Saturday. Maybe you go to the country market. Maybe you don't buy that crap. Maybe you're going to fix something. So I don't believe in all of this economy stuff. I think you can keep all your socialisms, your capitalisms, your communism. I have no issues with that. I just can't have them crony. It can't be crony on this planet because children live here. So you can have all of that crap as long as we're honest about the technology we have and the fact that we don't need to be violent in all the areas that we do in all these societies. And that doesn't have a name. It doesn't have a society model. It's just called being a human being. Energy is free. Meditate and get some. Yes, who is this? Terry. Welcome to the conversation. Yes, the Turks are using Khashoggi's leverage. Yes, Joe, and I don't know why. I don't know why. To a degree, I don't care why. It's just unimportant. I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. I know that they program this stuff ahead of time. I know that I'm in the matrix, and I know that they want me to do something. They want me to support something, or they want me to watch something. And I don't want to be that non-playable character that they just push over. I don't want them to run the world. And I don't know, I never really know what they're up to. But I know when they're fighting, it's a good thing. I know when the world is balanced and equal, a lot less violent things happen that should not happen. There isn't a little girl in the Philippines we can't feed. There is none of them at the age of 9 and 10. They gotta go let some man abuse them and beat them over. Because you want the Democrats to be in control and make those decisions. Because you want the Republicans. Like this, then this is, you know, let me go. Let me go on to something else. Climate change. All right, I have to admit, I gotta back out. I was wrong. I was wrong on something, y'all. I was wrong. I can admit I'm wrong. Grown man. I don't care. I admit I was wrong all the time. I thought everybody believed in climate change. I'm sorry. It's obvious they don't. What is that girl's name? I don't know what her name is. She's famous. I don't know these entertainers because I don't follow this crap. Somebody, I think I posted on one of the threads on the Joe Rogan. He interviewed her. What is her name? What is her name? Candace Owens. I don't know who she is. Pretty young thing. Dumb as the day is long. All right, no, she's not dumb. She's not dumb. She's not dumb. But I watched the interview and I was trying to break it down. Like, why do people, they don't believe the water's rising? There are people who actually believe that. Well, it's because we took a human rights topic that the water's rising, the oceans are being poisoned, we have dead zones, that ice is melting, CO2. We took all of these things and you gave them to people you can't trust. You gave human rights topics, human life topics to known liars. You made it political and you let that happen. You let the politicians take over a discussion about human life, about the survival of our planet. I know I'm yelling at the left for a minute. I get upset because I'm gonna tell you why Candace Owens believes what she does, that the climate's not changing. You gave an important topic to the liars. People who lie about every damn thing. They're lawyers, they're supposed to lie. They do well at making non-playable characters. They've been doing it their entire life or career, and they're successful at it. They know how to tap into your emotions and get you to believe things that just aren't true. So you took a topic as important as climate change and you gave it to the dumbest, most lying, murdery bastards on this planet. And you wonder why people like Candace Owens don't believe you. You wonder. I don't. I don't at all. I don't at all. You gave something that was important to politicians and you kept buying from them. Your consumerism, you kept voting for them. You didn't call them out when they were lying. And that's why the Candace Owens don't believe in climate change, because they know you lie. They know that you're not serious. You ally with people who aren't serious. So why would they take you serious? You took all of your integrity, you rolled it up in an ignorant box and just threw away the whole damn earth. And we might actually lose the earth because of this mess. I get pissed off sometimes. I get a little annoyed. You gave. Don't ever bring human rights to a political discussion. It's not their place. It's not their remit. Politics is about things that don't matter. That's what they're about. Things that don't matter. Things that it's okay to lie about, you put in politics. Things that's okay to lie about, you give to lawyers. Things that you need serious earth attention on. Things that we need to be honest about, not fudge the numbers. Things you don't give to an Al Gore who's gonna lie to you and pretend things are worse than they are because he wants to buy another yacht. He wants to buy a mansion. You don't give those things. They aren't their things. Those things belong to impartial scientists, not scientists working for political parties or corporations that are causing the climate to change. That's where you went wrong. So I take back. Oh my gosh. Oh, I watched the interview and I was like, oh, at the beginning of the interview, my head was hurting. She's like, oh yeah, she doesn't believe. And so, but if you listen to her, towards the end, it got a little better. If you can, I'll post a link. You can get through the whole thing. Towards the end, I understand her points. I understand where she's coming from. You know, I don't trust liars neither. I don't. Lying Johnny, again, about the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu girl. Once you put something important in a liar's hand and they just destroy all the integrity in the conversation, it's real hard to pull people back. So like everything else, climate change has to come away from the politicians. You got to take it out of the hands of the liars. It's not political. It's not politics, like the war in Yemen. Convincing it's a good idea for the Jews to fight with the Palestinians, Israel to fight with the Palestinians, say it right. It's a bad idea. Getting them to work together is a good idea. That only happens when you punish both sides. It's not political, it's common damn sense. Both sides, I know, you're both here, you're both not gonna be happy here. Nope, everybody's gonna feel a little pain. The next generation will be okay, but you gotta sacrifice this generation. Instead of trying to take from them now and make sure your kids have more land. It's not political. Not political. Don't ever give anything important to a liar. Would you ever give your kids to somebody you can't trust? See the pictures of the nanny cams? All right, that's a little heavy. But now, so I know what happened to climate change. I didn't know. Like I said, I backed away because to me, politics was stupid. And once everybody was lying, I couldn't pay attention to it. I saw something great today. Yesterday, Eisenhower's military-industrial complex speech. I'll post a link. You should watch it. It was actually somebody had a little analysis for why he said it. Apparently, he was supposed to give the speech just to Congress. Because why? Because they're murdery bastards, and that's what the military-industrial complex needs, is murdery bastards. Instead, he decided to give it to the people because he wanted people to know what's actually happening inside and that their country was being taken by corporations. I'll post that link. That was interesting just to look at the fact that he was encouraged to give that speech only to Congress, not to the people. That's how you know you don't actually have a government when they start lying. Something else, UK, y'all being stupid. What are UK? UK being stupid. Anybody from UK here? Y'all here? Y'all, are you here? Don't bring your bigotry. No. Actually, no, okay, not being stupid. Just look at this.
I'm anti-termite.
He wasn't clear enough. He even added a video.
You know what they do? Call me an anti-Semite. Stop it. I'm anti-termite. I'm not.
Oh, I didn't show you the end of it. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's bring this to an end. You know what? That's not it. I'm sorry. I don't even have that one ready for you. But that's that whole, I didn't talk about the end of that part, the whole anti-hate speech part. That was it. It's interesting to see that people are still trying to ban hate speech, that hate speech is bad. No, hate speech is important. You need to know hate speech. That's another very simple one. When you go to the doctor, you have pain, you're supposed to tell the doctor where your pain is. If you censor hate speech, if you make it a crime, one, the police can't go deal with somebody being mugged, murdered, or raped. Two, so that's stupid for that. And two, if you don't know where your society's hurting, where you don't know where the most poor people are, you don't know where people need help, they're just going to become criminals, right? They're going to become violent. That's what human nature does. So hate speech is important. You should always listen to hate speech. The gravy train is finished in Italy. Italy denies subsidized schools meals. So this is where the immigrants didn't actually, the immigrant kids in school, they took the funds away to feed them. That makes sense, right? That's socialism. Right? Kids, not all kids deserve food. I'm gonna look at that. Not all, because these aren't
political discussions. The mayor of the Italian city of Lodi has ordered all migrant families there to provide documents on their financial status, including property they own in their home countries. Failure to comply could result in the loss of social benefits, including transportation and school lunch subsidies for their children.
We are in the same room, but we have to stay in the back corner.
We're in the same room, but we have to eat in the back corner.
If there are people who have money, houses or land in their home countries, why should we give them services for free while Italians pay for everything? Enough, the gravy train is finished. This is not racism. It's justice and good sense.
For property.
I don't have answers for my son. What should I say? We as foreigners have to produce these documents.
Forward.
Tunisini.
Hang on, I like what she
agree
said.
with the mayor's decision because all those foreigners have properties in their countries of origin.
It should be forbidden to impede the integration of kids with others. It's a pity for Italian children who've lost the opportunity to interact with other cultures.
I completely agree with the mayor's decision because all those foreigners have properties in their countries of origin.
The mayor's measure is unfair. Just because they might have property abroad doesn't mean they're rich here.
Tunisini. Marocchini.
Tunisians, Moroccans, and others could easily get the papers through the consulate. Nevertheless, kids still have to be respected, more than adults.
Now, I agree with what he said mostly, but here's my thing. So I always like to look at what is the discussion really about, right? Because usually both sides have intellectual points, and it does make sense. Number one, if you think that kids should be starved in school or some kids should go to school and not be fed while others are, non-playable character. Kids are the only innocent things on this planet. Human beings, I'm not innocent. I'm sure I've hurt people in my life. Mostly unintentionally, because I don't intentionally try to hurt anybody. Kids are the only innocent creatures on it, and every child has a birthright to food, water, and a house and a place to live. Why? Because we have the technology to give that to them. If we go back in a time where we were running around killing each other, maybe they didn't have a right to it. Now we have the ability, we just don't. Because billionaires need yachts. And we want to be billionaires, and so we're okay starving kids. So number one, no kid should starve. But also, I agree that in this little current ignorant economy world we live in, where financial violence is okay, that you have poor people, it makes sense that, yeah, you know, they got land, they got money. If they got money, that they should pay for their kids to go eat at lunch if they can't and others have to. That makes sense logically if the world today logically makes sense. And the world today logically doesn't make sense. The economy doesn't make sense because the economy is based in fantasy. The fantasy that we can't feed everybody. Plus it's based in the colonizer fantasy because Italy been murdering people a long time. I don't believe in blaming children for what the adults or those who came before them did. They colonized like everybody else. Went around the world robbing, stealing, killing, murdering, and took all that wealth back to Italy. So no, I don't think that what's yours is yours because you were born in Italy. No, that belongs to the children of the world. And we need to have that justice. So I'm not saying that the people in Italy need to pay for immigrants to eat lunch. I'm saying Italy doesn't exist. It's a country, it's a place that stole a bunch of things from all over the world, just like America, just like Germany, like UK, France. And we have an obligation to the children of the world to share some of the resources we murdered their ancestors and stole from. But also to think forward and be a little practical and understand that the world is broken. Take care of them now. Don't shove them in a corner and make them eat like they're slaves, like that's just insane to me. That's psychopathy. Whoever did that, you should come to America and apply to be in our Congress. You'd fit in well. You should come work with Kavanaugh and the rest of the people on the Supreme Court. You'd fit in just well. They'd love you. Y'all all get along. You'd be homie lover friends. Be a Democrat or leadership, Democrat or Republican leader. You just do great. You feel that shoving kids in the back of a classroom and make them eat like they're some damn slaves. And if you don't, and then you get upset when that kid grows up, grabs a knife and stabs you, I won't be upset. I won't be upset because you know better. You know what poverty does to people. You know what scarcity does to people. You know it makes them violent. When people can't find food, they'll go get it. Speaking of which, isn't knife crime up in the UK? Knife crimes, this is for my Americans. Ban guns, ban guns, ban guns. Common sense, gun control. You know, knife crime is up by 10% in the UK. Why is knife crime up? Because if you ban the gun and you don't fix the poverty, it doesn't matter one bit. Well, it doesn't matter one bit. I'm trying to tell you. One bit. The gun is an inanimate object. It's pointless, and it's useless to even have a discussion about a stupid gun if you're making psychopathic people. If you are pushing kids into corners and forcing them to eat lunch like little slaves huddled in a corner or just be starving while the other kids are eating, you're not even human. I'm sorry. I love you, but you're not human. Something's wrong with you. As kids, we used to share lunches all the time. You want some jelly? What we had, gummy bears? You want some gummy bears? You want my milk? Yeah, I don't have any milk. You don't have any milk? Okay, well, I don't want your germs. I didn't know about germs back then. I drink my milk and here, you can have the rest of it. You know, but we took care of each other because that's what kids do. Kids, I don't think kids are non-playable characters. I think kids, when they're born, you have to break them to make them a non-playable character. I think when they're born, they don't want a yacht. Ooh, let me go back to the yacht. That's a good point. When kids are born, they don't want that crap. They don't want this crap. They don't want to be consumers. They go to the store and they want things, but they don't want to be that. They don't want to. A yacht is just another piece of land, a patio. What? The kid don't want no damn yacht. Kid wants to go in the forest and play. Kid wants to eat something sweet and delicious with some sugars in it. The kids want to work with other people and build Lego log castles, right? They just want to do things together, work as a collective. But they gotta be broken, right? The kids are players. They know how to play. They get down, they start playing. Then you gotta break them, and you gotta make them a consumer and support of billionaires. You gotta give them their bigotry and make them look the other way, because our people matter more. You gotta break a child to turn them into a non-playable character. Yes, Maureen, kids are sponges. They're sponges. They take everything in. Hey, look at you. What are we doing Saturday, Mommy? We're going shopping. Yay, let's go shopping. This is what mommies do. They take it in. And maybe I'm not supposed to be a player in the world. On Saturdays, I'm supposed to go to the big malls and go shopping and buy slave labor products from big corporations and give them more of my money so they can buy my politicians and buy my government and funnel weapons around the world and keep the world the way it is. This is what life is about, and Mommy does it, so this is what we're supposed to do. What does Daddy do? Daddy watches football, watches the Coliseum. I'm supposed to pick a team, and I'm supposed to argue with my brother, yell and scream and kick him out the house and drink beer. If my team doesn't win, he says something I don't like. Maybe I shouldn't be playing pickup sticks with other kids. Maybe I'm supposed to be fighting with them. Hey, I'm supposed to pick a team, get a color. I'm blue, I'm red, I'm black, I'm white, I'm Christian. If you say something I don't like, I'm supposed to yell at you and kick you the hell out of my house. Non-playable characters. All right, comments. Keep it coming, y'all. Keep it coming. You're making it work. Y'all are funny. You gotta make it funny. You gotta make it funny or nobody pays attention. Memes lives matter. Definitely. Whoever came up with non-playable characters, it's just great analogy and so true. Don't be a non-playable character. Look at your stats. How the games are played. Look at your stats. I haven't played a game in a long time. I haven't played a game in years. Look at your stats. Look at your numbers. How many truths do you have? How many secrets do you have? How many points of integrity do you have? And raise your points. How many times did you not watch the Kavanaugh show? How many times did you not watch the Russia show? How many times did you selectively ask somebody who was raped what political party they are before you supported them? How many times did you not get upset about Jamal Khashoggi and okay with all the kids being buried under rubble in Yemen? That's what I'm saying. I know I got sound effects. Friday, we got sound effects. How many times do I look at that yacht and I'm starting to realize I really don't want that crap. It's just crap. How many times did I take my kid on Saturday to go walking in the park and not to the damn mall to buy crap from slaves that had been murdered? How many times did I take them to the country market to go pick out organic food? How many times did I show them how to cook? How many times did I take them camping? All right, I'm done. No more. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? I'm sorry, girl. We about to shut this down in a minute. I'm gonna go through comments. I'm gonna get out of here. Don't be a non-playable character. And anytime they start censoring it, that's why it's important. That's why I'm talking about non-playable characters. It means that you didn't hit a chord. That's what happens. You know, when you hit a chord with somebody, they get quiet. That's why Democrats and Republicans, they don't like to talk to me no more. I'm watching all my view counts go down. I'm watching my likes and everything going down. Like, oh no, that's how I know I'm saying something that's true. That's how I know. I know you see my post. I know some of y'all watching right now. Like, you gonna say something, you know. I know you're watching. That's okay. Because in the back of your mind, you don't want to be a sellout. Back of your mind, you do want to build up integrity points. I know you do. I know you do. You just watch it. But I know you're watching. That's why I keep posting. That's why I keep posting. It's okay. We're going to get you. We're going to get you. You got love in your heart. I know you do. And we love you. You got love in your heart. We're going to pull you back. All right, let's look at some comments. They want to overthrow the crown prince. Yes, brother James Logan. I think they want to overthrow the crown prince. There's always something that's amiss, right? Because they want to take out one murdery bastard and put in another murdery bastard. And then it'll take 20, 30 years after he murders a bunch of people to say, oh, he's a bad guy. And then they'll want to take him out and put another murdery bastard in, right? That's just how it works. They just, you know, and I just don't think that king should exist. I don't think lord should exist. I don't think that anybody should exist that tell you what to do. I don't think that kids should be born in a world that tells them how they got to live their lives. I think people should just be people. The world's always balanced. Most of us off balance and blame the world. Exactly. The world's always balanced and we're off balance. And so this is the way. Thank you, brother Jay. That's exactly how the world's supposed to be. The world's not broken. The world is not broken. The system's broken. No, it's not. You buy slave labor things from other countries that have seams in them. Damn it, you buy your tomatoes from Mexico and you live in America. This is how the world is supposed to work. It's like a fine-tuned engine, brother Jay. It's just doing what it's supposed to do. That's why I say you fix people to fix the world. You don't fix the world. The political party. Oh, the Democrats gonna save us. No, they're not. Republicans gonna save us. No, they're not. This is how the world works. If you want the yacht, the people with the yachts run the world. If you want all the money, the people with all the money runs the world. Oh, great video, by the way, y'all. Y'all did a great video. I hope y'all watched that. Jay and Ty did a video yesterday on the Fed. Central banking. It's important to understand these things. I'm not going to convince you I know everything about central banking. I'm not going to convince you I know everything about the Fed. But I do know enough. I got enough points in that department that I can handle myself in a discussion. We can sit down and talk about fractional reserve banking. I don't know everything. I know enough to stand on my own too. So because what's coming around the corner? Thanksgiving, the murdery colonizer holiday is coming around the corner. Y'all about to go out and vote for some, get rally with the colonizers. We got to wave with the colonizers, right? And then we're going to go to Thanksgiving and be thankful. We're going to wave with the people colonizing the world right now and go talk about what we're thankful. I'm thankful for my colonized world. I'm just thankful that we're starving and murdering people. I'm thankful that I ain't one of the poor people. I'm thankful and I voted and I still got my colonizer in office and he's colonizing, bringing all the great minerals and slave labor products so I can buy them. We so thankful. And you're teaching your kids, Mommy, we thankful, we thankful, yeah, baby, we thankful, we love the colony, but we hate some slavery. We love colonization in 2018. Vote for it, cheer for it, go rally with it and donate some money to it and buy from the billionaires. But damn it, you go back to 1800. Oh, we hate those colonizers. Right around the corner. That's it. Listen to Brother Jay. He's right. The world works exactly how. That's why I don't get upset. That's why I just sit back and I just like, you know what? Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it, but this is what's supposed to happen. When we sell people out, this is how the world's supposed to work. So I'm not mad at the rich. I'm not mad at the elites. They just play the game better. I don't want what they have. Now, hopefully, if you do, you get to a point where you don't want what they have so we can get somewhere in fixing the planet. But right now, the planet steaming to climate change. It's working exactly how it's supposed to. They are supposed to dump pesticides in your water. Yes, they're supposed to dump nitrates in your water. And yes, Florida is supposed to be dying right now. Why? Because we want it to. We don't want to change. We want to fix our problems in other people's mirrors. That's what we want to do. All right. Technology that was kept from us for years is going to be implemented on a high-speed form of underground transportation, electromagnet resonance pods between Kansas and St. Louis. Yes, Ivana, and it's crazy. And we've had the whistleblowers tell us this. We've had people come out. We've had the tractor trailer drivers come out and say, listen, that's why tractor trailer drivers, they're the most doomsday prepping people I know. Listen, they got billions and billions and billions of food stores and they're taking them underground in massive tunnels. Your elite are about to go high. That's why I'm saying, if you're a Democrat or Republican, you don't have your bunker key, oh boy. Then if you're going to vote for them and they're not going to send you a bunker key, that's what you do. Call your representative and say, excuse me, representative, are you going to send me a bunker key? I want to vote for you. And I know you've been lying to me my whole damn life. You've been making me a non-playable character. But if I vote for you, are you going to send me a bunker key? Do I get a room next to you? Is that... Build massive cities, Ivana. They have whistleblowers coming forward saying they've got this technology that can drill through solid rock. Because I think they found the ice cream scoop. Get me in my ancient archaeology. That's why I think they found that ice cream scoop from that video, that place in Sri Lanka. You know, they see the tool marks. They know that they didn't got it. Hitler probably found it. They got it and they took it and put it on the front of a machine. They made big, massive cities underground. So you don't get to go to it. Neither do I. But we will sit here and fight each other and vote against each other and be non-playable characters. I know. I'm sorry. Democrats, bro, y'all still here? They leave. I'm sorry. I was a little rough on y'all today. I love y'all. I do. But not surprised. Not surprised. It's the world we want. It's the world we live in. I'm not happy. Not happy. I don't think little girls should have to go be prostitutes. This is the world you want. And these are the people you buy from. It's the world we got. Yes, Lola Marbop, we got to have lines in the sand. And I think humanity has to be that line in the sand. No more politics. No more politics. No more secrets. We got to be human beings again. Feed kids, no question asked. Thank you, Jasmine. People listen to Jasmine. Feed kids. Don't ask any damn questions. When the kid comes to your door, don't ask him for a damn trick. Ain't no trick-or-treat world. You psychopathic bastards. When a kid comes to your door, costume or not, what do? You give him candy. You don't ask him for no damn trick. Kid comes to your border, wants to immigrate in. You don't ask him for no damn trick. You give him candy. That's what human beings do. That's that's who we are. Now, as an adult, they don't have anything. Maybe ask a question. I ain't gonna ask no damn trick. Knock on my door. You want some food? All right, well, what's going on, brother? You kind of strong, man. You got 6-pack, about 28 years old, got muscles and stuff. What's wrong? Why aren't you working? You don't want work. Why aren't you working? Hey, I tell you what, I got some lazy kids don't want to rake my leaves. You rake the leaves, I give you $20. You know, maybe you make adults do tricks, but that's only because he looks healthy. Now, if he looks like he's starving and he's hungry, oh, hang on, brother. Here, come on and get a plate. First, get a plate, then you can rake my leaves. Come on, get a plate first, then give you something to do. Like, if you believe in those things, you know, I don't necessarily. If I got it and I'm not going to miss it, I'm going to give it to him. $20, here you go. See you. Take care. Why? Because when you love people and you look out for people, they look out for you. That's why. Because it's the right thing to do. I could be him. I could have been born in his shoes. No, always look out. So Jasmine, you hit it right on. Always feed the kids. No question asked. Feed the kids. I'm raising pirate rebels. Yes, Dustin, and make them smart. Make them pirates. Show them how to sharpen them knives. Get those knives real sharp. Get the sword sharp. And Daddy said we might have to use these. He said we not supposed to. We're not supposed to. He gonna stand up. Daddy gonna stand up for us, and he gonna try to fix the world. But just in case, just in case, we gonna be ready. That's what Chris Hedges said. He said, I don't have a choice to stand up. I'm a parent. I gotta build a better world for my kids. I look at my kids and the things they love to do, and they trust me. And he stopped voting Democrat and Republican. Something else, though, that Chris Hedges said that I have to agree with. He said we've gotten past the place of just talking about certain things, and we have to start doing some civil disobedience. And he's right. He's right. We have to start embracing the fact that people are going to keep voting for these monsters. They're going to keep believing in them. They're going to keep supporting them. They're going to keep being non-playable characters. And we are going to have to be prepared to go to jail. We are going to have to be prepared to do the things that were done for us. Sounds raw, sounds bad. Peacefully, you know, that's what he's clarifying. He's calling for a rebellion, but a peaceful rebellion. We have to start to get prepared in a life where you can be put away for a few months, maybe a few years. And that's real. Who am I to say that I don't want to go to jail against an evil system that turns little girls to prostitutes? I've been buying from this system a long time. Buying cars and consumerism and jackets and shoes and live real good on it. Martin Luther King went to jail for me. John Lennon went to jail for me. Eisenhower came out, tried to tell me the truth. People been going to jail. People died for me. And I'm going to sit back and say, you know what? I don't want to go to jail for the right thing. Say you do anything for your kids. Will you go to jail for them? The time is coming. A reckoning is coming. We have to start to be prepared to pay the price for humanity. Let me clarify. I ain't paying no damn price for no Democrat. I ain't paying no price for no Republican. I'm not paying no price for the right, for the left. I'm not paying no price for black. I'm not paying no price for white. I'm not paying no price for none of your non-playable character narrative roles given to you by the Matrix because you don't know how to get out of your bigotry. But you start standing up for humanity. That's how I know we'll have enough people to make the right things happen. That's how I know that we can get our government back and give it back to the politicians. Because it's not anti-politician. It's just we want the politicians to take care of the politics. But collective people, humans, take care of the human rights. And we do what's right. There's no discussion when kids need food, you just give it to them. There's no discussion, no meetings and the prime ministers and the congressmen. We don't need none of that. Kids are starving, feed them. People are dying, stop it. Warlords are taking food from the poor populations, send the army, send the Navy and the Marines. That's what they're there for. They want to be heroes. People plotting to murder people in our country, that's what the FBI is for. That's not why they're there. Because we gave our country to banks and billionaires. But that's what they're for. Homeland Security, assuming we get to keep these things. And I know these are all unconstitutional groups, private armies that shouldn't exist, but they're there. We can use them to help human beings, or we can use them to help billionaires. And it's all based on whether we want that yacht or not. Whether that yacht is delicious and nutritious to your eyes. You can see you and the family on that yacht. While kids starve. Imagine what would happen if we took action as much as we blame and whine. I can't say that last word, Brother Jay. Oh, you know what'll happen. If we took action right now, brother, if we got together and took some action, they shoot the hell out of all of us. We'd be dead and they throw us in the hole. They throw us in the murder hole. We'll be with Jamal Khashoggi right now because they're ready for that. That's why I'm not about taking action, not on a mass scale. Right now, the only actions people should be taking are educating themselves. Finding out who actually gets it too. Preparing to take action. And when you have enough people to take an action where it can be peaceful and a government just stand down peacefully, and that's what I think that's what most of the politicians want to do. I think that they just want to do their job and not be told what to do. I don't think they want to take bribe. Who actually wants to take a bribe and be a jerk? Nobody wants to be a jerk and take a bribe, but that's how their world works. And their world works that way because we are the way we are. The actions you take right now, like we talked about, stop buying this crap. Start talking about truthful things. And when we have enough people where we can peacefully stand down the system, then you take action. But if you take action too soon, that's what they want. Remember, art of war, people. Always do what they don't expect you to do. Always be unpredictable. They want you to be upset right now. You know who's predictable? Poor people are predictable. Why? Because scarcity makes people violent. Don't give them the violence that they want. You know, and because it's not the politicians. They are the billionaires that made the politicians roll out a police state and trained the police, which is why I don't blame the police, to abuse kids, which is why white lives, black lives, and Hispanic lives, none of those lives matter because the police are doing their job. Their job is not to respect you. It's to be a debt collector for big corporations. So I'm not to take an action. I'm not take a get in the street action right now because most people I see like, on the thread, I tell you, I watch them on the thread right now. They're getting ready to go out there and vote. They're getting ready out there to go vote for the police state, forced labor, and the forces that will kill you. I'm not gonna go take an action against Trump. Trump isn't the problem. That's most people. That's what they want. They want to go fight. We gotta stop Trump. They want to go fight against the Russians. They want to go march to get Oprah Winfrey in office. They want to go. They were just marching against Barack Obama. I'm not going to an anti-Barack Obama march. I'm not going to the anti-Trump. I'm not taking any action that's going to get people killed. It's going to be stupid. That's not going to amount to anything because it's going to play right into what they want. I think the actions we take now is we vote on a daily basis with our dollar. We vote with our time. We vote with the truths and the things that we know. We become playable characters. We start building on our stats, integrity stats. How many times have you said something bad about your political party? Build up some integrity. If you still believe in those things, I don't. How many times have you chastised somebody you voted for? Build up your stats. You believe in climate change? How many times have you said, yep, they were lying about climate change. They lied and fudged the numbers, but we got some real problems. Can we have a conversation? Start working on your integrity. Start building things up where people will trust you. Because when people across lines trust you more than the billionaires can count on you, we might start to have something. Don't let your emotions and don't let scarcity and don't let these things get you. I get upset when I look at these kids. I get upset when I look at the prison system. I get upset when I look at the Philippines. I get upset when I see this. I get upset when I see the immigrants. It does. But they show me the imagery because they want me upset. They want me to not think. They want me to be outraged and they want me in the street. You're not gonna get me in the street. Not until we have a reason to be in the street. But when everybody who shows up to the protest gonna have Nikes, Reeboks, K-Swiss if they still make them, Izod, they still make the Izod. Yeah, everybody showing up with new phones to the march, the protest. They're gonna go protest the billionaires to eat the rich with all the products that the rich sell. You know what? When we're ready to have a protest and people show up with clothes that their neighbor made, shirt that the wife made, some shoes that, I don't know, little gold necklace that the kids and macaroni necklace. Y'all remember them? Kids made me the macaroni necklace. It'll get you a rash. Don't wear it for too long. When you show up to the rally with a macaroni necklace your kids made instead of a gold chain that's made from slave-made minerals that came out of Africa and South America, then we might have something. Until right now, we are in a non-playable character apocalypse. And they got it all. They got everything. They got the intellects, they got the resources, they got the military, they got the police state, they got the prisons, and they made enough of them. Obama made sure they had enough of them to put everybody in. And if you're in another country, they still got Guantanamo. They'll put you there. They got prisons. They got 200. They got over, 500 bases around the world. They're ready for you. And they bought your government because your government works for the same government that's running the American government. They're all together. They're ready for you. Break down your bigotry, bring down the lines, and play the game like you know the game. Become a player, y'all. That's my message for today. Become a player. Ouch. Stop swearing at us. Yeah, Gal, I'm not swearing. What did I say, Gal? I say, darn it, doohickey heck. I probably said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hurt anybody's feelings. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to swear. I get upset sometimes, but I don't think I swear. People choking me. All right, let's go down to the last couple of comments. I'm gonna get out of here. Will not leave you, brother G. Laura, you're supposed to leave me. I start lying, you gotta go, girl. Don't stay. I start selling out, you gotta leave. That's the only my only safety in saying the dumb things I do against the most biggest murdery bastards on the planet is because if y'all walk away, they'll know you walk away if I sell out. That's my safety. My safety is keep me honest because we keep each other honest. That's the only way that we make it out of this mess. I'll be looking for side if the road farmers with the pumpkins too. Yes, Brendan, that's another good thing. Don't go to Walmart, buy your pumpkin. That's stupid. Don't go to no big business, buy your pumpkin. It's coming from slave labor somewhere. No, go find somebody on the side of the road. Somebody got some pumpkins in their driveway, buy those pumpkins. Very simple things. Those are the actions we're supposed to be taking right now. Building each other up, building up small business. Go shopping at small business centers. Spend money locally. That's how we start to build this up. Those are the actions we need to take right now. We got to help each other out. If it becomes necessary for a bunker, I decline. Yeah, Brendan, me too. You're not going to put me in no bunker. I have no interest in going to no bunker. Trust Q and trust Trump. No, Joe, don't. I think Joe's being funny. No, don't trust Q and don't trust Trump. Q and Trump want yachts. Don't trust them. You can't trust them. Obama wants a yacht. Don't trust him. Congress, they want yachts and they want bunker keys if they don't already have them. Don't trust none of them. If Hillary won, would we be in World War III already? Absolutely, Blue Lady. Yes, we would. We'd be in World War III right now. And the only reason I think that, Blue Lady 22, is I think that Trump was. I think Trump is a little crazy. That's what I think. I'm gonna get in trouble. I think he's crazy. I'm sorry. I do. I think Kanye crazy too. I think you got to be crazy if you speak against these things. And I don't think that they were ready for him necessarily. I think that they needed someone to sell out and go along with all of this. They're pulling him in line more and more every day. He's selling out. But I think initially he had enough of that billionaire bigotry. He thought the world worked the way that we all thought it worked with, Congress and getting elected and the president run the country and Congress, the executive branch. I think he believed in all of that and his money would save him. And I think they sat him down to explain to him how the world really works. And now he's falling in line. Clinton, she knew how the world worked and she already signed a deal. She was all in with it. Haiti and everything. Oh, there's a protest in Haiti I wanted to talk about. I forgot. I ran out of time. I'll talk about that later. Protest in Haiti to find the billions of dollars that somebody stole because they have a colonized government that we own because Haiti is an S-hole because we made it an S-hole. Activism is my rent for living on the planet. Alice Walker. Thank you, Deborah. Love that quote. Spot on. If you become a leader of humanity, they will endeavor hard to co-opt you right and left. Exactly, Michelle, because that's what the right and left are about. The right and the left are about getting yachts. They want their yachts. You don't have to, you don't want to. I think there's a lot of people in the right and left who get it, but they're scared. They're scared, because they watch the news and it makes them scared. And I think if anything, I think you guys are helping them to not be scared. To realize that this is all falling apart, no matter what they do. If it's supporting the billionaire, either the billionaires' employee parties, that it's going to fall apart. But when they look and they see a community of y'all talking and like, what they talking about? They talking about honest things? What? They're talking about truthful things? They're not picking sides? Maybe that's where I need to. I didn't know that community exists. When you start talking like that, when you're not picking a side, That's when they start to pull away. But a lot of people are too scared to pull away from any of their political extremes and their bigotry. Can I get that boat in a mini RC version, and that will carry my bailout to the deep part? Yeah, well, you know what, Gal? they make these boats in all sizes. We can have them any size. You said D and R. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. I try not to use the label sometimes, but sometimes if you don't use the label, then people won't know what you're talking about. So I say those sometimes. All right, let me go down the last couple comments and get out of here. We're in World War III right now. We are losing. Yes, Gallon. Yes. Gallon dropping truth bombs. We are in World War III. They just don't show it to us. We don't see the war, and so we think everything is okay. We can go to the store and get a latte, sit out on the porch and breathe in the fresh chemtrails. So we don't think we're in World War III. I agree. I think we're already in World War III. They just don't show it to us. They show us the pretty stuff in the sunshine. We don't realize we're murdering people and we're blowing up buildings all over this planet. I agree. Absolutely spot on. Spot on truth. Julian Assange said to watch October 21st. Oh, damn it. What is today? October 19th? All right. I might not do a video on the 21st then. Assange said it. Well, that's good. But we need to pay attention to Assange. We need to pay attention to WikiLeaks. Hopefully it means they're releasing information, because billionaires can't have any more secrets, y'all. Governments can't have secrets. Politicians can't have secrets. Those are the actions we need to be taking right now. We need to be telling them that, no, if you're voting to keep secrets, I'm not voting for you. Thrift stores, farmers market, shaking my neighbor's hand when I know they believe much differently than I do. That's how I roll. Thank you, Trish, and that's how you should roll. Thank you for supporting humanity. That's how I roll. Everybody I talk to, I bring this stuff up. I do. Everybody I talk to, I'm not scared at all. I talk to everybody. I try to tweak them. If they're too gaslit, I'm careful of what I say, but I try to bring this stuff up with everybody, right? Because that's how we save the world. We got to build on the numbers. We got to bring people back to common sense land. We got to keep calm and don't be playable characters. If we're playable, we lose. Losing ain't gonna feel good. A whole lot of screaming and running later. I don't want to be screaming and running. Anyway, listen, I got to go. It's Friday. Got to pick my cotton. It's Gerard. Love y'all. Y'all have a great weekend. I don't know if I'm coming back this weekend, maybe, depending if something comes up to talk about. Y'all have a great weekend. Stop worshiping the billionaires. They aren't building anything positive for you. I'm out.